You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Guys, there's nothing like boxing, and there are no athletes like fighters.
Struggling to get to his feet.
Takes another right. Or is in deep trouble again? Burns it down. Burns it down.
You know, you pay him a price, I guess, but the man said a bit enough.
So you want me to do? You want me to put you on that? Right? No, you kind of act, you know. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to fuck with you because you are police all watch you. See it? Depends who that watch you, right? Blood clot, you know. I ain't going back to jail, dog.
Between
jail, dog.
Sergey Kovalev,
Splashing over. I'm a Beanie Seagull.
You're gonna move for a minute.
I'm a real bad man. I'm in a cell to man, bro, a street bully. Back in full effect. I'm a say Philly. What wants to the 5,000?
It's to all the fight fans that was able to watch the fight.
$200 fan and a styrofoam. 30-shot banana and my firearm. Left to any nigga that I slide up on. Supply your mama with the casket she put flowers on.
I just want to say that both men put on a great show. They put a great show on for us. Spectacular fight. Take nothing away from the gentlemen. You know what I mean? They both gave it their all. The only thing that sucked was the scorecards. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, oh, it's Vegas. A lot of people say, oh, Andre Ward did enough. Well, I've got the blow by blow. And not only will you be able to see it, you'll be able to hear it now for yourself, because I did not miss a punch. It just gets to a point that there's some guys out there that are letting others know that Andre Ward won. Some people wanted Sergey Kovalev to win, which were the people that wanted bragging rights for race. The same thing with Andre Ward. Some uploaders from YouTube came out and they basically said a lot of things that made some sense as well. So once again, I'd like to welcome you to Late Night Boxing Talk, and I'm just going to start with the non-pay-per-view undercards, and then we're going to get to the bread and butter. Let's get it.
Slide up on, supply your mama with the casket she put flowers on. The the ward boy, the top shotter, your ass clock, your body boy, go suck your flop. I'm bad boy, I warn boy, like Big Papa. I squeeze chopper, release copper, you bleed proper.
Okay, now, first match was a super lightweight match between Gabriel DeLuke and Suddy Fredrickson. And well, the first round, you know, good body work by Fredrickson, and DeLuke, you know, was basically on the attack but missing, and most of the punches were blocked, landing about 2 jabs. Round 2, DeLuke had a great jab and landed combos upstairs in the earlier rounds, which was the first round. Round 3, Fredrickson came back with great body work. Fredrickson was working the body, you know what I mean? Round 4, both did work, but DeLuke slowed down in the mid-round, okay? In that mid-round, Fredrickson worked combos to the body and upstairs. Catching my drift now? The 5th round, DeLuke's eye was cut from Fredrickson's jab. Now, Fredrickson kept the jab on that case. Fredrickson kept the body shots as well and the pressure. Match the scorecards up with this. If you didn't see that fight, see it again and match up the scorecards. It'll follow every punch that's been thrown. Round 6, DeLuke kept coming forward, okay, as Fredrickson kept pot-shotting but landed great power shots. Round 7, DeLuke pressured the action, landing body and head shots as Fredrickson took the round off. Some shots landed on Fredrickson, some of them. Now, round 8, both men came out swinging as DeLuke tried, okay, but Fredrickson came back, and Fredrickson stole the earlier fight, you know, with working off his jab and body shots. Okay, DeLuke had good movements on the inside, missing some and tiring out as well. So now the winner of that match, as with the UD, was Sonny Fredrickson. So congratulations to Sonny Fredrickson. This is a young talent. This man here has a great future. He's just gotta maintain that jab. Let's get it.
7-shot 38, the letter pop, squat, squeeze with one eye open like Fetty Wap. And I don't really want exposure, I'm trying to be humble, but his hands belong in the woods and not in the jungle.
Now, second match was Vincent Jennings versus Tyler McCreary. Okay, it was a featherweight fight, and well, basically the first round, both men were active with their jabs as well as lots of movement. Okay, McCreary was on target with his jab as Jennings had no answer. Round 3, McCreary stood jabbing, okay, and Jennings stalked him out but landed nothing. Round 4, Jennings was more active, okay, pot shotting, but McCreary did most of the pot shotting, landing. Round 5 was a dull round as McCreary landed a clear left hook. And basically the same thing happened in the 6th, so it was a majority decision as McCreary went on to be victorious. Congratulations, McCreary. You have great movement, you have great targeting. Hope to see you in the future. Let's get it.
And you ain't never in the hood, scared them niggas are drunk. Got niggas in your circle now that's waiting to slump you.
Now, Clarissa Shields versus Cruz. The first round, Clarissa came out landing and took the round, okay? Second round, for throwing so many hard damn hooks, she slipped. And that's what it was called, a slip. The third round, both came out swinging, all right? In the fourth round, guns were blazing. Clarissa landed more clean shots, okay? And the winner was Clarissa Shields by UD, all right? Congratulations, Clarissa. We hope to see you in the future. And congratulations on your pro debut. It was great watching you. You're a fucking beast. Excuse me, Lord, for cursing. You are a beast, and we hope to see you even more in the future. Let's get it.
I'm posted for no so they never ramp with bad man. Shoot boy and kill them all and done. Underground them a go. To court boy marrow. Gunshot we a beat night and day. Beat the single.
Right back on that ass. I ain't finished, nigga. I will drag your ass till you surrender, nigga.
Now, this was for the WBA Continental Championship, and basically it was Curtis Stevens versus James De La Rosa. Now, in the first round, Curtis lands a left hook. All right, he lands a left hook and drops De La Rosa. Stevens enters with power, and he got cut on his left eye. De La Rosa, that is. The second round, De La Rosa landed some combos as Stevens was more composed. Okay, he kept his shots in range. He calmed down as the attack from De La Rosa was coming forward. Now, round 3, Stevens lands vicious body shots. De La Rosa tries, all right, to fight back, but just gets hammered. Round 4, De La Rosa showboats and hesitates to unload, having Stevens in the corner. Stevens continues the body attack, and Stevens hurts his left hand. In round 5, both men slowed down, and they both started throwing jabs at each other. Round 6, De La Rosa lands some good shots. Stevens pumps the brakes, meaning he backs off a little and becomes a bit more slower, holding off punches. Round 7, Stevens pot shots to the head and body, and De La Rosa moves and boxes a bit less. So basically, De La Rosa let back on the steam. He didn't go back to boxing. He just stood there and just, waited for Stevens, as Stevens was just closing his quarters. Round 8, De La Rosa throws some jabs. Stevens gives him some body work, all right? Stevens lands a low blow, takes away 1 point from Stevens. Okay, so he did get a warning, and he got a warning in the 7th. I don't know if anybody caught that, but he did get a warning in the 7th. Round 9, more jabs from De La Rosa, more body work from Stevens. Round 10, okay, Steven lands 3 right hands upstairs, and De La Rosa resorts to holding more and showboating. The winner of that match and retained his title was Curtis Stevens. Should I say? Congratulations! I hope to see you a bit more active and a bit more throwing the hands, simply because you have that strength, brother. You have that pedigree. You just can't gas out like that. When you caught him with that first shot, man, you just popped up in front of him quickly. Don't give others opportunity. Otherwise than that, I would love to see you and Saunders. Now, let's get it.
Ass, I ain't finished, nigga. I will drag your ass till you surrender, nigga. You sweet, nigga. You fake, nigga. You splendid, nigga. Pussy, you ain't tough, nigga. You tender, nigga.
Now, next match was for the NABF Championship light heavyweight, and it was Gvadik versus Chilemba. Okay, now Gvadik was 11-0 with 9 KOs. Okay, he came in undefeated. Now, the first round was a feel-out round, both boxed and jabbed. Right, the second round, Gvadik, he lands a few shots and Chilemba pops a few jabs. 3, Gvadik pops some jabs and lands some shots and combos. Chilemba was on the defense. Now, round 4, Gvadik lands a hard left hook, landed more combos, and gets Chilemba on the ropes and lands a huge barrage of punches. Okay, Chilemba bleeds though through his nose. Round 5, Chilemba lands a right hand up top. Gvadik lands his own right on the ropes. Both landed good shots on that round. Round 6, Gvadik, he lands combo shots up top and to the body, and Chilemba was on the defense once again. Okay, once again he was on the defense. Round 7, check hook lands for Gvadik and clean shots as well. So he was in control of that round. Round 8, Chilemba lands a right hand. Okay, Chilemba then lands a right to the body and head. Okay, Roy Jones Jr. stops the fight simply because Chilemba had a elbow injury. First, they tried to say he broke his right hand, but he didn't. It was just the old elbow injury that he had. So his trainer, Roy Jones Jr., the great Roy Jones Jr., stops the fight. So winner by TKO stoppage and retains his title is Gvadik. Okay, now we have to give these men. We have to give these men props where props is due. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
Engine niggas, beginning niggas, I been a nigga. Bitch, I kill your vibe. Shout out to Kendrick, nigga.
Now, next match was at 140 pounds for the NABO Super Lightweight Championship. And basically, Maurice Hooker versus Marlies Perez. Okay? Now, in round 1, Hooker jabs and Perez comes forward and Hooker lands a quick right. Round 2, Perez jabs, then lands a right hook. Okay, Hooker lands a left hook and also lands a body shot. Round 3, Perez lands another good body shot, then lands a straight left, then comes in with combos that landed and wobbled Hooker just for a bit. Round 4, okay, was a slip for Hooker. Perez lands a quick right and Hooker jabs, and Perez lands 2 shot combos. All right. Round 5, Perez lands a left hook. Hooker jabs, also missing most of his shots. Perez lands a whopping left hook. Round 6, Hooker tags Perez with a few double jabs, finally lands a 3-shot combo. Perez lands an overhand right, Hooker lands a right of his own. Round 7, Hooker continues to jab, Perez comes forward and lands 2 left jabs, then lands another two shot combos. Perez then lands a body shot. Hooker misses a wide right over the head, overhand right, should I say. Round 8, both men land inside shots. Hooker lands a 2-shot combo. Round 9, Perez lands a right hook, okay, as Hooker continues to jab. Perez lands another right hand. Hooker lands a right hook. Perez lands a clean straight right. Round 10, Hooker lands a right hand. Perez lands 2 good shots, one to the head, one to the body. Then Perez lands another 2-shot combos. They called this fight a draw. Hashtag Perez was robbed. Hashtag Hooker needs more work. From what I stated here, you can be your own judge as to the blow by blow. You can see exactly who won this match. We're going to go now and we're going to get into the Kovalev war. But first, let's get it.
But I want with ticker. Send them niggas, I'm with whatever, let's get it, nigga. I slide down your chimney like it's the center. Pop off on sight, shoot up your sprinter, nigga. You ain't about that life, so stop pretending, nigga. And I can give 2 shits if I'm offending niggas. Yeah, bitch, if that shoe fits, that's who it's meant for, nigga. Yeah, I put this city on the map. Facts. Who the fuck wanna claim king now? Bully back.
Now, I'm only going to say this. But I'm only going to say it. This fight was a close fight, but it was obvious who won this fight. For me, Kovalev won this fight. I have the blow by blow here, and I'm going to get it in. I've already given you stern warning on Facebook for those Facebook followers. Now, when I mean war dick riders are the ones that actually looked at Mayweather, the prize fighter from Vegas, as their hope. And the guys that aren't fair, the guys that actually thought that Ward was dominating. I don't know where you get that. I mean, really, you have to really lie to yourself for this. You're basically lying to yourself if you think that Ward dominated Kovalev, which is the other way around. Okay? After this, I'm going to give you my final thought. Let's get it.
Brick City, let's go! Redman in the building.
This was a good fight. This was a very good fight.
DJ Miami, what up, my nigga? What up?
Very good fight indeed.
Check me out, yo. Yo.
Now, Kovalev came in 30-0 with 26 KOs. Ward came in 30-0 with 15 KOs. Alright? The first round was a fill-out round. Both men were throwing jabs. The second round, Ward results to grabbing. Ward lands 2 jabs, Kovalev lands 1. Knocks Ward down with a straight right hand. That was the second time that Ward had been dropped in his career. Round 3, Ward resorts to clinching 2 times. Round 4, Ward again resorts to clinching. Kovalev outboxes Ward. Round 5, Ward lands body shots. Kovalev lands a hook. Ward lands a left. Kovalev lands another power jab. Round 6, Ward lands hook to the body. More clinching by Ward. Kovalev lands right, then another. Ward lands 2 body shots. Round 7, 2 jabs by Ward, 2 body shots as well. Kovalev lands a left. Round 8, Kovalev lands a jab. Ward lands body shot. Ward clinches. Round 9, Ward lands left. Kovalev lands left, and then a right. Kovalev lands right. Ward lands a body shot and a straight right by Ward. Kovalev lands the right hand, and then Kovalev lands a 3-shot combo. Round 10, Ward lands 2 shots. and 2 jabs. Kova lands 2 and then jabs. Kova lands 3 shots. Ward lands a body shot. Kova lands the right hand. Round 11, Ward lands a left and pushes Kova. Round 12, the final round, Ward lands a hook. Kova lands an uppercut. Kova then lands a hook. Kova then lands a low blow. They were pushed apart. Kova lands a jab, and that was the end of the fight. I have to say, hashtag great fight. Thank God there was no Dave Moretti, but it wouldn't have made a difference. And the winner by UD was Andre Ward. When I scored this fight, I had this fight 114, 113, and I had it Kovalev. Andre Ward is the new champion, no doubt, and I have to give it to him. He did rise to the occasion. A lot of people saying he did just enough. No, he didn't. He was out-struggled. He was out-boxed, out-punched. I watched this fight about 3 times. I watched this fight about 3 times just so I can make sure that I can give you guys this blow-by-blow. Now, when you go back to the blow-by-blow and you write down and you hash it out, and whatever I wrote down, it'll wind up being Kovalev again, just like the replay. A lot of guys are just wanted a black fighter to be champion. And hey, if that's what you're rolling with, then that's what you're rolling with. I understand that. But now you have to ask your question, why is boxing dying? There are more critics out there that are more professional than you and I, fight fans, that had scored this fight for Kovalev. We can blame the politics, but we can't blame the fighters. They came in and they fought, and they did everything they could. But at the end of the day, it was Kovalev that won this fight. Hashtag robbery, hashtag let's get a rematch. Before I get into my final thought, let's get it.
OG in the game with 2 G's on the belt. The flows I create in the ground my belt. There's no sleeping here, I'm anti-NyQuil. Look at this nigga here. I control the stage, boy, I do it like Moses. I part niggas' waves and white boys' brain. They know I'm pure death on iTunes and they can choose 6 million ways. I want Lay's chips, that old folks' money, you know. Getting paid for the unemployed like Tommy. Brick City designed me. They don't want to blame, but they're the clip. The neck, that's a food chain.
Now, my final thought is this. Even the look on Andre Ward's face showed that he couldn't believe he won. Then he comes out and he says that Kova's power didn't hurt him as much. That's a lie. That already shows you that he is a lying champ. He's already lying to you. He's already trying to feed you the untouchable champ role. And we all know that in that fight, he was anything but that, which was untouchable. Max Kellerman comes out and it says that this fight could have gone any way. Roy Jones Jr. told the truth and said that he loves Andre Ward to death, but he lost this fight. Now, between Max Kellerman and Roy Jones Jr., I would have to sway with Roy Jones Jr. Not because he said Kovalev won, it was because he's a fighter and he knows what he sees. There have been other fighters on social media and trainers and managers, forget the stars, the movie stars and stuff like that, because they're just fans, but the ones that are involved with the sport know exactly what they're talking about. We have to just say it like this, guys, and I'm going to be honest, and you guys know me here at hashtag Come Back to Boxing, the movement. We are all unbiased. We are all, we all see no color in boxing. But there have been so many out there that had labeled this fight as a racial war here in the YouTube community, boxing community, should I say. Which I think is totally unfair to yourselves, and it's totally unfair to the fighters. Because this was not a race war. This was not a boxing match to see which race was better. This was a boxing match to see which fighter was better. And a lot of you guys just want the ranting rights as to you have a black new champion. And I can understand all of that. But at the same time, it doesn't belong here. That was the biggest robbery ever those that know their boxing will agree. Those that know their boxing as well have actually fallen for Max Kellerman's words of it was a close fight. It could have gone any way. If it was going to go anyway, it should have went towards the champ. What I saw the 3 times that I saw this match was Kova was outworking him. Even in the clinch, he had Ward on the defensive and had Ward running. Now, to just want to say that Ward is pound for pound the best, he has yet to prove that. He's a unified, undisputed champion right now. But for him to be called pound for pound the best, not yet. See, there's a rematch clause. And when this rematch clause is actually put into fruition, I guarantee you that Andre Ward would not survive. Andre Ward fought for survival in that match. Okay? For those Kovalev detractors or behind the racism, that hide behind the racism, want to call me a coon or call me anything, you do what you got to do. Because once again, you're not speaking to me. There is no bias and no hate. I already have given my props to Andre Ward, and I will do it again. Congratulations. Andre Ward has won, and he is the undisputed, unified lightweight champion of the world, light heavyweight champion of the world. But at the same time, you guys that are putting stories and fibs as to Andre Ward dominating, stop it. That will just diminish your boxing knowledge. Andre Ward did get up from a hard shot. I'll give it to him. Most of the Ward bandwagon riders, should I say, not the fans, the bandwagon riders, are basically saying that that was a lucky shot. And if you look at it, the 3 times that I did, he looked right at him, moved out the way, and landed that straight right. Beautifully. Now, if he did it with all his power, no, he didn't. You could say he touched him. Now, the inside work, like I said, just proved me right that Andre Ward's body was not calloused for this fight. Had he taken a light heavyweight instead of a super middleweight in brand, he probably would have done much better. The thing here, fight fans, is the politics in boxing, and it's not only because it's in Las Vegas, the politics in boxing will always ruin the sport. And until you can see behind the veil of the sport, of the politics within the sport, then you will see the truth like I have and millions of other fight fans, managers, fight critics that have been doing it for years would tell you. You have a lot of detractors out there for Kovalev. And if this fight goes overseas, I guarantee you that Kovalev would win. Everybody was saying, "Oh yeah, I told you that if it went to the scorecards, Kovalev was, Andre Ward was going to win." Okay, no doubt. But now that you see that it's a close fight, you have to understand it wasn't close enough for Andre Ward to win. Andre Ward did not outwork Kovalev at all. The inside pot shotting as to the clinching was a dumb move. And I guarantee you that the next fight, if Andre, because Andre Ward has already been talking about moving up to heavyweight, so I don't think he's gonna, he's just gonna run with it. And that's the sad part about it. And if you guys, the Ward fans or the Ward bandwagon riders, are gonna actually allow Andre Ward to not test himself again and prove to the world and to these critics that he won this fight convincingly, then Andre Ward is no good for boxing. Andre Ward is going to have to step up again and defend that title and give this man his rematch clause. Andre Ward should not even try to retire. Now, he's called out Stevenson. Stevenson's going to have to wait because there's a rematch clause. I don't care about the basketball players, the football players, the movie stars, which is not even close to a handful that said Andre Ward won. But the ones that did obviously don't know the sport. Yeah, the inside fighting was a bit good on behalf of Andre Ward, but it was a dumb strategy going up against such a big man like that. The one that was really, really tired was Andre Ward. I saw this fight 3 times. Kovalev was basically tired of chasing him. Then he decided, you know what, let me cut the ring off. And that's exactly what he was doing. And once he did that, Andre Ward was in trouble. And I told you guys Andre Ward was going to be in trouble. The politics in boxing is basically what's killing the sport. These judges, regardless of their championship experience, have been bought off. It is what it is. Right away, Kathy Duva said, the rematch. I hope we do get a rematch, so we can just put this to rest. Now, for those that are saying that I'm butthurt, I basically have already congratulated your champion. I have done that. But I can't say that Andre Ward did enough to defeat Kovalev. The thing here as well, fight fans, is you wonder why boxing is dying. This fight right here, alongside of the hugfest between Manny Pacquiao and the prize fighter from Vegas, Floyd Mayweather, as well, and other robberies that started within the millennium, are the reasons why. And the hardcore fans aren't speaking up. Only a few that I've seen have made the right decision after watching the fight twice, 3 times, 4 times, and actually came to the conclusion that Kovalev won. I don't care about the race war that you guys have within each other's channels or you know, factions or whatever. I'm not about that. But what I am about is about the sport and the respect for the sport and the way the sport is supposed to be upheld. This to me was something very, very sad. My first reaction was, wow, robbery. And I was going to step away for about a week or 2. But I decided, you know what? Me stepping away is just basically abandoning the sport, which is something that I would never do. So this is why I gave you guys a blow-by-blow. You can compare my blow-by-blow with the fight, because there was a lot of clinching, as we saw, on behalf of Andre Ward. And that was his strategy. Clinching, little pot shotting here and there to the body, but Kovalev was doing work as well. So you have to ask yourself, what fight were we watching? Because I clearly saw a unified, undisputed, undefeated lightweight champion. No matter color, creed, what country, doesn't matter. The man defended his strap, man. But only a rematch can tell. And as to Andre Ward being a real champion and giving this man his rematch, that alone can only tell how this fight really went down. Thank you for joining Late Night Boxing Talk. My name is J.Cotto. God bless, stay vigilant. Hashtag come back to boxing.
On the neck, that's a food chain. What up, homie? Yo, it's time getting hard. Look like an alcoholic. It's all about bars. My truck's so big, I need a 6-car garage. And all challengers better dodge. Hey, I got my